guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy anti-aging facial mask. This mask is made using all natural ingredient, and it's a mask that can help to lift, tighten and firm the skin. This mask is easy to use on the skin, but it's not only about how easy it is to use, it's about how effective it is on the skin. I love using this mask on my skin since it also helps to lighten and brighten the skin. If you have hyperpigmentation on the skin, this is for you. This is rich in vitamin A, and vitamin A is known to reduce wrinkles and fine lines. A perfect anti-aging facial mask for all skin type, whether you have oily skin, whether you have dry skin, whether you have combination skin or normal skin. This mask is for you, and it only take a few minutes, and the ingredients are pretty simple ingredients, but are known to be very effective when used topically on the skin. So what are you waiting for? Follow me to my kitchen. I'm going to show you how to whip this up, and I'm going to tell you all about the ingredients and the many benefits that it have on your skin. Before I get into the kitchen, however, we have launched our Khichi Beauty skincare line, and we have several different kinds of masks. Some of the masks we have are inspired from some of our DIY. Like this mask here, we are gonna definitely have this in production soon. So check out my website ALESMAXii.com and go and look at our different types of masks that we have. We have blueberry, we have turmeric, we have carrot, we also have green tea, we have avocado, you name it. Just check it out. And now let's get in the kitchen and start making this mask. So to start here, I have some papaya, and this is already these seeds and peel. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use about 2 ounces of the papaya. I'm going to chop it in small pieces. Papaya is rich in vitamin A, vitamin C. It's good to clear hyperpigmentation on the skin. It's also good to reduce wrinkles and fine lines on the skin. You can use it in a facial mask, a facial serum, or you can even use it in a facial moisturizer. Now, once it is chopped, I'm going to be blending. So place it in the blender and blend. And once it's blend, take a look. Here we have the papaya puree, and we're going to put this aside and move on to my next ingredient. So I'm going to be using some cornstarch, and cornstarch have skin tightening properties. Cornstarch help to reduce wrinkles and fine lines on the skin, especially if you're using it the way I'm using it. I'm using 1 teaspoon of the cornstarch, and this is going to help to thicken the mask. So place the cornstarch in a small bowl, and next I'm going to reach for some water. This is going to be hot water. Make sure it is to boiling point. And I'm going to pour about 2 tablespoons of hot water in the cornstarch mixture. And I'm going to mix well. Now, once this is done, I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to move on to the next ingredient. So my next ingredient is going to be some milk, and today I'm going to be using regular milk. You can also use a soy milk or even some almond milk in this recipe. Milk contains lactic acid, which help to clear hyperpigmentation, get rid of dead skin cells on the skin. Milk also will help to lighten and brighten the skin once used on a regular, also help to nourish the skin. So once this is done, I'm going to reach for some oils, and my first oil is going to be some aloe vera oil, and aloe vera oil is very hydrating on the skin. It also contains anti-inflammatory properties. It's good to use directly on the skin, or you can use it in your skincare products. You can also use this all over your body. I'm using 1 teaspoon of the aloe vera gel, adding this to the bowl. And next I'm going to reach for some vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil you're going to find in most of your skincare products. It acts as a preservative, but it also acts as an hydrator to the skin. Now, once this is done, I'm going to reach for some papaya puree. And here we have the papaya puree. And I'm going to be using about 3 tablespoons of the papaya puree, adding this to the bowl. Now, once this is done, we are going to mix, and we are going to mix well. We're making a papaya skin firming facial mask. Now, once you totally blend all the ingredients together, what we're going to do, we are going to place this on the stove top to thicken it up a bit. So reach for a saucepan, and you're going to pour the mixture in the saucepan on a very low flame. Now you are going to slowly stir this, and this is going to take about 3 to 4 minutes or so. Do not raise the flame. You don't want to burn it. You want it to totally slowly simmer. So keep stirring because it's going to get lumpy, and you want it to be totally smooth. Now once it starts to boil, then you're going to stir even more vigorously. And no, we're not killing the properties of the papaya. What we are doing is just enhancing it. So we are stirring, and you can see it getting really thick. And right now I just lift it from the stove top, and that's what you want to do. As soon as it starts to thicken up, you can remove it from the stove top, but you gotta keep stirring it. So keep stirring. And as I said, this is going to take about 3 to 4 minutes or so the most. And stir, and take a look at this. We are still stirring this, and it's no longer on the stove top. So this is exactly what you want to do with this. And now this is nice and creamy. Once you remove it from the stove top, it's going to get even more thicker once it starts cooling down. We're making a papaya skin tightening facial mask. Now, if you have oatmeal, you can choose to dust a little bit in this mixture, or you can even choose to add a little bit of a fuller's earth, just a little bit, to make it even thicker and even more effective. So now that this is totally boiled down, we're gonna take it off the stove top. Let me give it a few more stir like I'm showing here. Nice and thick. And the trick to this is just to keep stirring, because once you stop stirring, it could get lumpy on you, and you don't want it like that. You want it to be thick enough so that it could hold on to your skin. If it's too watery, it's just gonna melt off. So now let's reach for a small bowl, and we're gonna pour the mixture in, and take a look at this. You can see how thick this has become, and it will get even thicker once you set it to the side. So let's scoop this into a small bowl, and the fact that we steam this, it also makes it last a little longer in the refrigerator. And you also know that whatever you're putting on your skin is just great for the skin. So now that we have it in the bowl, I like to give it a stir. Just stir it vigorously, and then we're going to put this aside to cool. You do not want to use this when it is warm on the skin. You want to let it cool down, go back and stir it again. If whenever you reach back for it is a little too thick, you can go ahead and you can add a little bit of a water or even a little extra milk to it to soften it up a bit. So now that this is done, I'm going to set it aside to cool. Once it is cooled, you can store it in your refrigerator, and you can use it up in 7 days. It's a mask that you're going to apply on your face, your neck, and your décolleté. You're applying this on clean skin, and you're going to let it sit on the skin for at least 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're going to go ahead and you're going to rinse the mask off, preferably with some room temperature water. Once you rinse off, you're revealing a tight, firm, radiant, naturally glowing skin.